Hello, YouTube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm already back with another video. So, I went to the post office today, and I received this from our friend in Alaska, Honey Lou Wilson. And did I need another thoth deck? No. Did I want another thoth deck? But this is a greenie, and it's a dark greenie. And it's like for we of the thoth persuasion, this is very much a unicorn. It's the very dark, I think 1983 greenie. Hang on, let me look at the book. It's in perfect condition. I believe when she got it, it was still wrapped in plastic. It's one of those things that people don't even sell. At 78.83. People don't even sell unless they're selling it to someone they know will love it. And, you know, Honey Lou knows me. She knows I'll use it in good health. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a mashup. First of all, the greenie. Thank you, Honey Lou. Thank you for entrusting me with one of your sweet thoth babies. I am beyond thrilled to have it, and I will use it in good health. Then there is the impending hashtag Tarot Advent. Is it hashtag Tarot Advent? I think it is. By our friend over in England, Kelly Bear. And she is doing a project wherein she is going to take a deck that she doesn't know very well. It's turned out to be Bohemian Gothic for her. Several other people have already jumped in and made videos. I initially was leaning towards Mother Peace, but I have a couple other decks that I might actually be wanting to also do. One of them is for Hoxa. I love For Hoxa. I love the imagery. I've done some reading with it, but I don't know it very well. And I do have the pass to MJ Culinane's library, where I think she's got like a deeper dive of that. I'm not sure. But I wouldn't mind spending some time with that. Or I could do the Tiger Tarot, which I've already used and I already love. But I'll tell you what, I would definitely not mind spending all of December with Tiger Tarot. And that's actually where my heart is sending me right this second. I also have tarot ambiguities coming to me. There's been all kinds of good Black Friday sales, which I was unable to resist. So we'll see. Sometime before tomorrow, I'll decide. Or maybe I'll just use several decks and pick 3 cards from whichever one I feel like, because I can do what I want, right? Okay. And finally, because this is just a thing that I am going through that I thought was interesting, and people who suffer from deck overwhelm, or when you look around at your collection and wonder, how did I get here? It is interesting because I am far away from the large part of my collection. I only have with me, well, at this point, I have about 40 decks here. Yeah, started with 20. They just knock on the door. they just come on over because they know I like to play. So there are literally hundreds of decks in Washington and New Mexico that I could bring over or not. And if you could rebuild your collection and really think about why you got this, whether you use it. I'm even upstairs, it still does it. Whether you use it or not, whether you love it or not, why do you keep it? Whether you use it, and if you're not using it very often, why do you need it? For instance, this, even though I already have my original Thoughts, which is the trimmed down version, a greenie, which I got for relatively cheaply, but this one is like it's a unicorn greenie, and I, as Anna said, Anna Astral Lady in her little collection video, I deserve to have that. So here's what I'm thinking about. In the box I got from Honey Lou, I got 2 decks, which I already kind of had. One of them was this one, which is still in Yakima. And one of them was Sasorebito, which that's a totally different card stock. It's an updated version. And I'm not sure if I like one better than the other. It feels very different on the matte rather than the shiny. So we'll see. I'm going to compare the two once I have the other one here. Okay, so my friend sent me a box from Santa Fe from my collection. So these are decks that I am welcoming back. One of them, because it's one of the great treasures in my collection, was this one. And this is the Il Meneghello Visconti Madrone that I was gifted from Patrick at the Living Will. So that one stays. Do you want to see? This is actually even cooler because Patrick took images from the, I want to say it was a Los Scarabeo production of like big fancy cards, came in a really nice box with a book and everything. He took those and recreated the cards that were missing from the Madrone. So not all the cards. The Madrone is actually like a 50-something card deck. Let me see. 67. So there's a bunch of cards missing. Patrick made them not missing. So it's a full deck that I could do tarot readings with. It's another one. I could spend 30 days with this and improve my skills with it. But I like to keep it and hold it and look at it and embrace it and touch it and feel it. I know, it's sick and wrong. Okay, so let me first show you the 3 oracles that came. This one, which I believe I got this from my friend Jamie. This is the Universal Mind Oracle. And it's one of those like really older oracles that, I mean, it's just a gorgeous one. I love it very much, and I'm super happy to have it here. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever be tired of it. I really like this oracle. Again, just one card at a time, every once in a while. It's like having a wine cellar, right? You go down there and you pick out a fine wine and pop open that cork. Okay, and this is another one. This is one of the first oracles that I ever got, and that's the Messenger cards by Sandra Kuntz. And I have never gotten over this oracle. It is so, I don't know, the animal energy in it is very animist, I guess. It's got a little phrase on every card. And I don't even use the book, really. I just take from the images. And because they seem kind of like, the artwork is a little primitive in some ways, but also, I don't know, it feels very emotional, I guess. These cards are really, really nice to work with. So I'll probably never not want to have that deck with me. And then there's, I'm so happy to have her back again. Oh my gosh. I'm just a little crazy with these TW decks. This is my modded alchemy. They're all wonky because I love to play with them. And they've got the keywords around the edges in silver or gold, and they've been stretched and edged. And this one I actually put fanning powder on. So it's very soft and it feels super luscious. Fanning powder and stretching it is almost as good as soap, but soap is definitely a very different thing. And it turns out to be similarly complicated to do, or not complicated really, it isn't that complicated. It's just a matter of touching on your cards. Okay, so I also have this first edition Mystic Masters. I liked it from the beginning. I didn't think she needed to change it, but I understand why she did what she did with it, but this one is fine for me. Love these images. This just crafty thing she did. Knight of Pentacles, you gotta love it. I think she lightened up the green paint spots in the pentacles. I just love it. Love Mystic Masters, and I even have like the little bag that goes with it. Okay? So yeah, gotta have it. It's funny because a couple of these I was really missing. And this is one of them. This was from a Kickstarter. This is a Moonlit Fae bag that you will probably not see these. These were very complicated for her to make. She made them for the Kickstarter campaign, and it has pockets inside that are enough to hold 3 decks. Sometimes I keep an extra deck in there, but this is my Pocket of Peers tarot. Oh, I just love it. I just love all these people. And I believe her Helping Hands deck was kind of designed so that it could be, that's Jamie's husband, so that it could be mixed in with it if you wanted to. But I didn't get the big one. I might still get her small one. And then I have the guidebook, and it is absolutely covered in stickers. There's more stickers that are going to happen to it. Okay, so super stoked to have this. This is another one that will never leave me. That guidebook has signatures from a lot of the people that are in the deck that I got at Newt's. Okay, if you haven't if you don't follow Nova Mundi Tarot, go over there real quick because she just put out a couple RWS decks, which I went straight over and ordered. And those decks are on sale during Black Friday. As a gift to the community. It's still kind of expensive, I gotta admit, but they're really cool. Check them out if you want them. Now's a good time to get them. But this is my 80s RWS. It's just RWS. But this is the best cardstock. This is the cardstock you want. And it's the one that's printed in Belgium, I think. This is 40th printing. Yeah, and it is of course in one of my Moonlit Fae bags. I can't believe that I didn't just bring this with me. This is the Eastern Ink Tarot. I forget the name of the publisher, but you can find this, I think, on Etsy. But this is very much something that works in Hawaii. Super Eastern ink. And this is the deluxe version. I think the regular version doesn't have edges for those of you who don't like edges. And in the deluxe one, you get like a cloth that's the same kind of velveteen thing, and a fan, which I actually think I have the fan with me because you need a fan here, and a pin. Is it on here? Yep, that pin. Anyway. Eastern Ink, super stoked to have that one back. I have my crystal unicorn in the crystal unicorn bag. The rest of these are all in Moonlit Fae bags. Just assume the position. Do not worry. That was like an extra card that she every once in a while does like a thing. And there it is. This I got at Newt's when she was doing she was one of the speakers there. She's a great speaker. Talk about a fabulous business person too. And this is one of my favorite edge jobs that I've ever done. I did it so that it matches the backs. Right? So, Crystal Unicorn. This is my unicorn deck. And I mean, like, unicorn is in the guys with the horns. Unicorn. I just love it. It's always made me happy to look at these images. And it's RWS. It's super easy to read and very gentle and very non-confrontational. So on those days, which we've been having those days, right? This one I actually kind of missed over October, November. And of course, I'm happy to have her back. This is my Murder of Crows with my little mod. This is actually the regular edition that I just took and painted these dark blood red things. Doing a little dental work on the lion. So I didn't put red on every card because I kind of like them black and white. But the red that they put on the deluxe version, I didn't think was red enough or bloody enough, because that's my sensibility. Okay, and she's in a Moonlit Fae bag, of course. And then finally, can we guess? I think Tea Party. Another Moonlit Fae ribbon wrap. Are we getting there? It's the Baba Studios Alice Tarot. I just love it. I love it. Jabberwocky. Eat me. The tail, the mouse's tail. So that is the decks from my collection that I have welcomed back. And I think that if you're feeling overwhelmed, but you also feel anxiety about getting rid of something, put them all in a big box for a minute. And then go back later in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and just see why you had those and if you really still love them. Give it a shot. Also, hashtag Tarot Advent at Kelly Bear. I will link her video down below. We're going to take one deck, draw 3 cards a day, so that by the 24th, I think, or the 25th, we'll have 6 cards left. Use the 3-card draw every day any way you like. You can attach it to a song. You can journal with it. You can do a reading. You can just read up on it. You could just look at it, take a picture, and hang it on Instagram. It's a very easy, low-pressure thing. You're just trying to familiarize yourself with one deck. And then at the end, on Christmas, we are left with 6 cards. So it's a 6-card spread. And you can use that 6 cards however you feel. I think I'm going to do a spread. I think I'll probably use one of the Nova Mundi spreads. Check it out. I'll leave her video linked too because I think it's really cool. And thank you for coming.